Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, let me introduce myself. I'm from Advantech Việt Nam, and I am in charge of the IoT business development. Before I joined Advantech, I cooperated with Advantech under joint partner for 14 years. Okay, so for today, I am going to present about the Advantech Class 1 and Division 2 certified product offerings for smart energy and utility, and have some case study sharing. Okay, and my presentation will take around an hour, and we will go through the 4 parts. Firstly, I want to give you a basic understanding about the Class 1 and Division 2 for the hazardous locations. And the second, I go through the oil and gas industry overview and global trends of the applied IoT in the oil and gas industries. The third will be focused on advanced product offering introduction and have some highlight feature of the new product. And the last one is the success project we have been deploying in Vietnam and some other regions. So please mute the mic, please. Okay, so before I go through the Class 1 and Division 2 definitions, I want to come back some years ago. When I was selling IPC, the most question I received from customer, what is the difference between consumer PC and the industrial PC? At that time, I have wrote an article to aware about the industrial computer. And until now, the article still spread on the internet to aware about the difference between the consumer PC and the industrial PC. And of course, my question is simple. My answer is very simple. That's only one word. The industry. The difference is the industries. That is true. Because, but industry is not only mentioned to working environment or equipment like temperature. It's not only look master, its design or the special form factor. You know, Advantech is the number one of the industry vendor on the world, and we have a many type of industry computer. Each type of the is designed for the different specific applications, which are made to fulfill application requirement or the specific communication, special certification, or individual standard requires. That is what Advantech design is for our product. Okay, and so today talking about the hazardous location and the class 1 division 2 classification. So the question is what is the hazardous location? Okay, so for the hazardous location, it can be defined as any location where there is the risk of an explosion due to the presence of the flammable gas or bubble of flammable liquid or combustibles or the inhalable fiber under the normal and abnormal conditions. Okay, to protecting the public workforce and environment from the explosive atmosphere, both of the USA and European Union have a similar standard, but are defined slightly different to each other. Okay. So how are hazardous area classified? In the US, the NEC, National Electric Code, is flowers, which puts hazard lock. It means it's the hazard location into classes, division, and group for the type of the material presence. Okay, so areas classification hazardous location are classified by look like hook in of an inhalable concentrate of the combustible material being present. And according to the NECs, There are three types of the hazardous location category by class 1, class 2, and class 3. And for the class 1 is the more mentioned to the gas, bubble, or liquid. And for the class 2 is the mentioned to the dust, combusted dust. And for the class 3 location is mentioned to the fiber and fries. Okay. For the division definitions, division is go further in classifying how often the flammable or explosive substance are likely to be present under normal operating conditions. And we have division 1 and division 2. So division 1 is the flammable substances are continually present or are likely to exist under normal operation conditions. And for this division 2, is the flammable substance are not likely to exist under normal operating conditions. And according to the integration temperature of the substance, it is explosion pressure and another flammable characteristics. The gap and bubble of the class 1 location are broken into 4 groups by the code A, B, C, and D. And temperature classes also exist to design the permissible surface temperature of the electric equipment, which allow them to operate normally in the surrounding atmosphere. Okay. Okay, for the temperature definitions. Okay, for the temperature definition, is the equipment is in the hazardous area are assigned to a temperature with class, which define it maximum surface temperature on the device can work in the hazardous locations. Okay, in particular, the temperature should not exceed the initiation temperature of the atmosphere. Okay, and so for the temperature also classified are range from the T1 and T6. Okay. Okay, and another standard from the Europe follow the IEC, the International Electronical Commission classifies, follow the US hazardous location, but in Europe, they define by zone, and the standard is name is ATEC. Okay, okay, ATEC is the how to say ATEC is how to is ATEC is the abbreviation. It is delivered from the French word by the atmosphere and explosible. And for the ATEC standard is the present to European directive stipulated for controlling explosive atmosphere. So if you know the ATEC, they have ATEC 137. That is mentioned to the workplace directive. And another, the ATEC 95. Maybe you know that if I follow the ATEC 95 on the material of the equipment some equipment, you can, that is the ATEC equipment directive. And for ATEC directive and the certification for gas, bubble and mist, they defined by zone. Zone 1, zone 0, 2, 1 and 2, and ATEC also directive and certified for the combusted dust by the zone 12, 20, 21, and 22. Okay. So, okay, to easy understand and easy imaging about the few about the defined comparing between the C1D2 UL classes and the division and the ATEC directive. So I want to put one of the picture in the fueling gas station to easy understand. So you can see for the row of the red highlight is for the class 1 and division 1. This means similar with the ATEC zone 0, the rest one. Okay, and for the orange color, it's a class 1 and division 1. It's similar with ATEC zone 1. Okay, and for the class 1 and division 2, it's an environment around outside. It's the outline of the yellow color. Okay, so for the class 1 and division 2, it's similar with the ATEC zone 2. Okay. Okay, so thus we have a very basic understanding about the hazardous location and the class 1, division 2, and ATEC standards. So I would like to take a research of the Microsoft report to the trend of the smart city market. We're talking about the demand and the trend of the realizing smart energy and utility, and the specific is the oil and gas industries. So, okay, look at to the pie of the smart city markets. Smart energy industry will be the market with the fastest growth. We're around the 20.2% of the compound annual growth rate. Okay, and another report, another research from I got from the Zion Market Research. That they mentioned global AI in the oil and gas market will around will reach to the 4.01 billion US dollar by 2025. Okay, and okay, actually nowadays the oil and gas industry is facing many challenges from the market, such as the rising of the electric vehicle and autonomous vehicle, the trend of the using renewable energy instead of gas, or tightening environment protection policy, or even the declining oil and gas price. That's the challenge is for the oil and gas industry need to invest in the technology to improve the efficiency and increase the production rate. Okay, so to focus to the oil and gas industries overview, we can see we have how to say the upstream location, upstream applications, either offshore, onshore gas pumping, and for the midstream, we have the oil process storage, oil transfer pipeline, or the oil transportations, and go to the four downstream application. Downstream application, we have a product process, oil and gas product process, and user like the gasoline distributions. So, of course, the development of the IoT for oil and gas industries to help, I think it will have shown the old model, but different of the challenges which the oil and gas industry is facing right now and so far. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so to meet the market demand of the oil and gas industry, so Advantech is to offer a wide range of the product for the different application, from the downstream, upstream to midstream to downstreams, And not only industry the computer, Advantech offers the intelligent I/O module for data collection for the IoT application, and also a protocol conversation device and networking device, and even the solution cloud service. Okay. Okay, so why is Advantech? Okay. I would like to give you some information to why you should choose Advantech product, Advantech solution for the application. Firstly, I think Advantech is the leading in the industry IoT hardware manufacturing, which we can provide a wide range of the product for the specific application. And we also can provide the OEM, ODM service offerings. Okay, and the second thing, for Advantech, we own our industry IoT platform, supporting to the SI and developer as well as to the solution development and easier to approach to the customer. And of course, we also provide the SRP or SRP, and SRP ready for the package for to help the partner quickly to take the business opportunity for the industry and take the business opportunity with the customer in the region. And so far, Advantech have been developing an ecosystem with the multi approach to the market, which we can help partner and we can please the buyer to the provider. Okay, so that is the ecosystem Advantech is built. We have been building so far, and we have already have some worldwide domain focused SI, and Advantech also approach to the EPC contractor or some even end customer to make aware about the solution. Okay, so of course, this slide is mentioned that the Advantech you can see very detailed. We fulfill every for the industry or get industry needs. Advantech offers a variety of product to meet the demand for oil drilling, gas exploitations, oil and gas storage, and gasoline distribution. You can see it's the down, it's the bottom up in the bottom. So from the field level, we have a Modbus gateway devices to feed the data from the field to PC controller far from the device. Serial repeater devices to extend the distance of the serial communications. Or newer communication standard like the Profinet, Ethernet, or the Ethernet IP. Advantech offering the protocol Ethernet suite for the data and for the data acquisition demand, we're offering the ADAM series, 4000 series, 6000 series for the wires or even wireless I/O collections. Okay, and for the control level and infrastructure layer, we're offering a specific automation computer, HMI computer for the IoT gateway data collections, and for control also. And we also provide managed and unmanaged Ethernet switch for the fulfill all the infrastructure, network infrastructure. And in the top, we can provide a solution, SRP, like for the some of the package for the equipment connectivity, for the predictive maintenance purpose, or even for the solution for the OEE, for the machine, for the production lines. Okay, so okay, I have some more information to give you to consider. Okay, why you to answer why you should to Advantech hardware, Advantech software, and Advantech solutions. Okay, so for the Advantech, Advantech is a leading in industry is a solution provider, right? All products are designed with a strictly control and meet the fulfill requirement of the applications. Like the electric fuel feature, we have how to say some of the feature of the product to have the over voltage protection and some of the protection solution and like the communication solution isolation or the noisy protection or even that we have a separate isolate battery the electric between the chassis and the ground connected. Okay, and physical feature also for our product is designed very strictly meet the IP protection CT6 for the outdoor application, and the product is designed for the very high anti vibrations, and also it's a how to say the PCB box also have some easy coating. And another Advantech can provide, I already mentioned in the previous the slide that Advantech can provide the ODM, OEM service for the, and of course have a long-term business with customer, with the top tier of the company. Okay. And now Advantech is the second phase. Now we are in the second phase of the third way of the business direction. We are on our IoT platform, IoT platform, and on the IoT platform we provide a ready solution package to ready to the end customer. To ready to the SI to help SI can easier to take the idea, the concept, how to deploy, how to operate the system, to how to operate the system to the smarter system, and how to manage the system. And even we also provide the different intelligent product and intelligent solution which you can help to connect connect the device and collect the data from the downstream to upstream to the cloud for the monitoring, for the MES, for the access management. And also we have a software, we have own software, SCADA software, web access SCADA software for the calculation and control. Okay, so and of course one of the key the product we key of the feature we build to our product for the IoT gateway. More the product we support for the how to say the trusted module, trusted platform module, and for the security boost. And even in some product we also have some security chip, hard security chip, not only soft security. And of course, most here our product is also various certification product for oil and gas, from the PC to I/O module to Ethernet switch to the communication networking device. All we meet the application oriented designs for the class 1 division 2, meet the class 1 division 2 or ATEX certificate certified for the hazardous locations. Okay. Of course, UNO and TPC, that is the very reliable for the hazardous environment working. So our product is designed the cableless, meaning it's no cable inside the product. That way we can reduce the risk come from the cable. Or we also using all mode of the. We don't use the like the, for example, we use most the product we use the SSD. For example, we use SSD. We reduce the motor parts inside the computer to reduce the risk. Okay, and for the component, we also select the very high quality the component for our PCB for our product. Okay, and even the how to say the design is also is very friendly and meets the hard environment, working environment. Okay, so following slide, I would like to introduce to you about our new product for the hazardous location applications. Okay, this is the Uno 430. Uno 430 is a highly rugged outdoor gateway with the IP66 waterproof protection and the wide temperature operating. And this product is very easy for the maintenance with the front door and also cable clamp. With the front door design and the cable clamp design, you have to use save the special. Have to use easier in the maintenance. And furthermore, the dust tie and protected against powerful water depth and heavy seas. Okay, and of course for the Uno 430 is the support, and we have a certified. We got the certificates for the Class 1 Division 2 and IEC ATEC standalone typist. Certified for the RPC, and it's very suitable for the domain focus in the industry and application for like the oil and gas, or even the water, wastewater, or the mining, or the so on, please. Okay. So for further specification of the Uno 430. It's equipped the Intel quad-core processor E3950, and the product is a built-in pre-installed 8 GB memory. But customer, if you need to a higher memory capacity, so you also have the option to upgrade the higher memory capacity. Okay, so the storage. You see the storage, we use the SSD M2B key standards. And the cable design, we use the M12 and M32 standards for the cable. Okay. And this product also support for the wireless communications. It's the support the expansion slot for wireless LED and the SIM card slot LED, and of course for the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth by expansion slot M2 E key and M2B key. Okay, the product is support the power input from the 10 to 36 voltage DC. Okay, yes, and of course the certification is for the C1D2 and IEC ATEC standalone. Okay. Okay, so compare between the existing open types of the industry PC and Uno 430. With the open types of the PC need to centralize the installation into the cabinet. It look like it's the left side. But for the Uno 430, it's a support for water and dust-proof enclosure. So you no need to use cabinet, and it's the can mount everywhere. So on the bowl, on the mount, wall mounting. Okay, it's a very easy. Okay. Okay, here is outlook rendering for the new product, the Uno 430. Okay. Okay. Actually, at Advantech we offer two versions of the Uno 430. One is the metal material housing with the C1D2 and IEC ATEC certification, and the product is here weighs around kilogram weight, kilogram with the okay. And another version is the for the non-hazardous location use, but the waterproof standalone design is still remain on the another version. But the cloud the enclosure is designed by plastic, not by the metal. So that product is a recommend is for the other outdoor or the hard environment application is which are not required for the hazardous locations, hazardous standards. Okay. Okay, so here is the go look inside to the Uno. So you can see the front of in the front of we have easy to access to the Uno and easier for the maintenance, and the connector inside you also can see is very easier. Okay, on this device we reserved the 4 hole for the antenna, for the wireless, for the LTE, for the Bluetooth, the communications. Okay, and of course you can selectable the antenna. It maybe in the next in the near future we have 3G, 5G so module, so we can select the 5G module with different the antenna. Okay. Okay, so for this type of product we design for the outdoor application, and we are very strong recommend product is using for the oil pipeline monitoring. Actually, this kind of product is got a very good feedback and a lot of interesting from the customer from US. Okay. So for the outdoor application, you can for the power outdoor power oil power pipeline monitoring. So you can connect to the different PLC, different sensor, and communicate to the center by through the 3G, 4G, or later on will be the 5G. Okay. Okay, so it's the next model. Next model product is the Uno 1372GS. I think this product is very familiar with all of you. It look like that's why it's one of the in the how to say the Dindreo product family. This product is a support item. And of course, this kind of product is a support for the OS is very important because a lot of the system now still using the very old OS like the Windows XP or Windows 7. But now almost the product is need to require to upgrade to the Windows 10 IoT. But this kind of product, if customer have demand and customer need to use the Windows application running on the Windows 7, so this kind of product is very useful, powerful for the applications. And of course, this product is also meet the certificate for the C1D2 standards. Of course, for this product, I will not go for detail because it's very familiar. And in Vietnam, we already deploy 300 product, 300 units in our local. And I believe in other region also know this product, and Advantech sold a lot and very okay. Thank you. Okay, and for this product for Uno, we in some other reasons they select this product to use for the in the tank farm, in the storage, the gas storage. It's the Uno is like a gateway to connect to the PLC, connect to the IO module, collect the data from the different sensor, and transfer the data to the sensor control room. And of course, on the field side, we also select the industrial monitor to connect to PC to this Uno for the HMI implement. Okay. Okay, the new product for the TPC, the Touch Finance PC, the TPC 125H and TPC 155H. Okay, for two piece, these two product is the same configuration. The difference is the size of the screen of the monitor. Okay, the TPC 125 is the support the 12 inch and 155 is the support the 15 inch. Okay, the one is the highlight of this Sky product. We support for the idle slot. It's easier for customer to enable change the communication or even the I/O module by the idle communication with Advantech offer. It's very wide range of the communications. And the design of this kind of product in the front side, we support for the front panel, we support the IP66. And this product is recommend to use in the cabinet. Okay, for use in the cabinet, and it's also support for the different, very different the wireless communications. Okay, and besides the hardware we offer to customer, Advantech also offer the software for the HMI and for the SCADA. So customer can select the product and software for the HMI purpose, or even for the data manual inputs to support for the digital transformation in the factories. Yeah. And of course, this product also got the certificate for the C1D2. Okay. And another one is a bigger one and the higher performance. That is the TPC 1881 wide WPS. This one is wide screens. This model is a support Intel the fourth generation Core i5, and the size is a bigger, the 18 inch, 18.5 inch. Okay, and of course the C1D2 certification also is for this type product. Okay, besides the TPC, besides the TPC and UNO, we also offer the very special, specific the induction monitor for the harsh environment use. This one is the APM 815. Sorry, 851S. The design look like it's the steel, the steel. Okay. Okay, and another one for the OGM project, the FPM 312H. Okay. Okay, so for the TPC, the touch panel PC, and for the HMI, we are recommend for some HMI application in the factory, at the midstream, and even the upstream. And for the downstream, in the oil and gas, the gas station, we are recommend for TPC for the self-service kiosks, which this kind of we have been deployed in some project in Vietnam with my our DFSI, domain focus SI. Okay. Okay, and for the TPC, it's also very suitable for the another application in factory, like using for the HMI for the data collection. Here is some recommend and applications they use in other region. They use for the gas compressor control and monitoring in the factory. Okay, so the TPC, the touch panel PC connect to the controller PLC, the third-party PLC controller, and we also add on the some the I/O module to collect some other some other the data from the other sensor. Okay. Okay, so beside the UNO, beside the TPC, FPM, Advantech also offer very wide range of the intelligent network connectivity device to meet the certificate class 1 and division 2 certified. Okay, so from the in the previous slide, I already mentioned that we have a in the how to say the field side is a field layer. We provide a serial device server and a serial to Ethernet converter, which the support is a very good to connect to bridge the data from the Modbus controller. Sorry, from the device, from the controller, connect to the okay, so it's connect to the PC file from the devices, and we also provide a lot of the industry Modbus gateway with the built-in the Ethernet switch and some the protocol for the Modbus RC and Modbus RTU. Okay, and of course for the industry cellular router, we also have a product to meet the C1D2 standards. Okay. And for the infrastructure layer, we provide both of the unmanaged switch and media converter and managed Ethernet switch. So in this slide is very high. I would like to highlight the middle, the industrial protocol switch. This kind of product is very support for the protocol of the other of the third party controller device, like the compatible with the Siemens 7, and the compatible with the Profinet, and compatible with some other protocol which like the IP, like Rockwell, like the Siemens look at the Schneider, or even the Beko. Okay. Okay, so in the downstream, in the downstream locations applications. So I think it's the demand to collect more data from the device, from the working location is needed for the to apply the IoT in that area. So Advantech offer the item 4000 series and 6000 series for the data collections, and this product also support very for the harsh environment, like you can see the operation temperature is a support a very high temperature, and we meet some we have support some the noisy protection, and the design is a modular design. It's very easier for the installations. Okay. Okay, and ADAM 6000 series, this one is a smart Ethernet remote I/O module. Before the ADAM 6000 series is a support for the Ethernet IP, but now we have add on some. We launched some new product, the ADAM 6000 series, which support the IoT protocol to help customer easier to collect data and up the data to the cloud. It's very easy. Okay. Okay. Here it is we have two kind of the protocol of the I/O module. We have a support the serial I/O module, and we have a support the Ethernet I/O module. And beside below is the list of the product we have a certified for the C1D2 standards. Okay, so I thought share with you some information about the Advantech product, the update to you the new product, and some product is maybe some customers that don't know before, which like the ADAM and EKey, we also fulfill the requirement for the hazardous locations. Okay, so I would like to move to the application story. So before I go to detail for the the application story in Vietnam we have been developing. So I would like to give you some information overview about the industry, oil and gas industries markets in Vietnam. Okay, in this slide you can see in Vietnam we own the upstream, from the upstream and the midstream and downstream. Vietnam also have offshore and onshore. Vietnam have the offshore drilling platform, and we also have refinery plants, refinery plants. We also have oil pipelines for the transportation, and we also have a lot of the gasoline station. And here is some information in the market. In Vietnam so far for the downstream, we are very focused for the downstream, and specific is the application for the gasoline station and the storage oil and gas storage applications. So in Vietnam, we co-work with our partner, it's the Petrolimex. PLCom is one of the member of the Petrolimex. And in Vietnam, the Petrolimex, the market share around 50% in Vietnam, and they also have a capability for they have their own the storage farm, the oil and gas storage farm, and they also own Petrolimex is the only one, the partner is only one, the customer. They own their pipeline to supply the oil and gas to the customer. Okay, and for the gasoline station in Vietnam, here is a report. We count totally around 14,000 gasoline stations in Vietnam, totally, but for only Petrolimex, they own their station almost around 2,400 stations, and their partner almost franchise gasoline station around 500 almost 500,000 stations. Okay, and below is the five. I give some information about the five biggest gasoline distribution in Vietnam. So Petrolimex is the number one with 50% market share, and also the storage capacity also the biggest. Okay, and they own almost around 5,400 the gasoline station. Okay, and some other like the PV oil and some other partner in Vietnam. Okay. Okay, here is one of the solutions we have been developing and in Vietnam for the Vietnam markets. The application is the management solution for gasoline station, and our partner, our SI, is a PLCom, that's the company. PLCom is a member of the Petrolimex Vietnam Corporations. And overall of the project which PLCom have deployed for their own station and some other customer. Until now, they deployed almost 3,100 stations in Vietnam and Laos also. Okay, and for this kind of application, project owner requires because they own more than 2,700 stations, so the demand, they want to concentrate management, and they deploy the ERP, so they would like to integrate the information, the data for the ERP to help them to improve the operation and enhance the efficiencies. Okay, in the right side, the structure of the solution. Okay, I will go detail. For this kind of solutions they provide to separate the package, the downstream package. I mean the field side package. They provide the eGas system. eGas system. eGas, it means it's the automation gas data collections. Okay, so for the gasoline station customer, my partner you embedded Uno, embedded automation computer, that's Uno, to collect the data from the tank gas clean tank, and collect data from the pump column, the gas fuel dispenser, and the Uno. The embedded PC have a responsibility to collect and real-time monitoring the status of the fuel in the tank, in the pipe, and amount of the gasoline pumping, and also is for the inventory report. And from upstream of the Uno, of the embedded PC, EPC is connected to the payment machine, connect to the self-service kiosk, and they connect to the eGas client computer. eGas is on the software solution, the software only. So the computer, our computer will communicate with the eGas computer for the pumping order and for the accountant management purpose, and hold the system connecting to the data center through the internet. Data center to the internet, and from the remote data center, they also have can remote configuration and some service to the each gasoline station. Okay, the reason customer choose Advantech product, choose the Uno. Okay, because the product was designed suitable for the application, for their application in the oil and gas required. And the second, we already test. Before we deploy the mass deployment, we have to take 2 years for the product testing, on-site testing, and we got a very good result. And finally, customer also choose Uno to deploy for all their station. And the second is our Uno is a support for rich I/O for multi-device connections. And another thing, Advantech provides the OEM service for this project. Okay, customer own their logo, own their name of the product. Advantech customize and provide, and also Advantech also improve have some the customization for the hardware and for the function to meet their inquiry. Okay. So here is some picture of the SCADA software interface. So from the for the SCADA monitoring, the sale situation through the dispenser pump, they can manage how much liter they pump, and how much cluster of gas on the pipeline, and the status of the tank. Of the tank, gasoline is tank. And for the tank, they not only manage monitoring the level of the gas, they can manage the temperature of the gas inside the tank. And the sensor also got the data of the water inside the tank with the water leakage. So the system is very useful, and the design is look very friendly for customer use. Okay, so and here is some feature function of the eGas management software. The eGas management software, they provide the function for the inventory, imports, sale reports, and even they manage stuff. They manage the software also manage the access, okay, billing, and even the salary, and all the historicals. Okay, and the system, the software also managed for the pricing change. and the pricing policy. Okay, and almost of the from the centralized management. Okay, so and the software also provide connect to the connect and manage to the signal, the reception from the dispenser, and the time sensor, and the payment post pay, POS, and the self-service kiosk, and the receipt printing. Okay, and so far the project is got very good the feedback from customer for the PLCom solution. Okay, so what is challenge and when we deploy this project and the benefit we got from of the project? I go to the challenge first. Of course, to deploy this project, we take a lot of the challenge. Okay, so first, when we deploy the special protocol and the driver of the different fuel dispenser, most of the fuel dispenser is quite old, and even some the dispenser is not support the communication interface. So so the product is the need to meet. We need to customer PLCom need to take time to develop the driver for the computer to communicate with the fuel dispenser. And the second thing is the product working environment is very complicated, much noisy, a lot of noisy, and even the electric voltage is unstable in the different region, and even lighting. Okay, we got some the lighting make the PC broken. Okay, and in Vietnam is very long. You know, Vietnam is very long country, and we have a different reason. Have a different the work the temperature in the year is the region of the year. So in the north it's okay, no problem. But in the middle and the center, in the south, the working temperature is always very high. Sometimes the temperature, working temperature up to in the environment up to 45 degrees. Okay, so it's also impact a lot to the system. Okay, so for the investing cost, of course, for the PLCom solution for the eGas and eGas is not really expensive, but the cost customer need to pay for the invest for the tank level sensor, and even they need to upgrade the communication interface for the existing fuel dispenser. Okay, that is the some related to the cost. And another thing, the project is deployed in a large area in a short lead time. PLCom took only 2 years to deploy for the 2,700 the station on the whole of the Vietnam. Okay, and how PLCom overcome the challenge, and how what is the benefit of the project gain? Okay, first, PLCom is takes time to design and testing very carefully. Okay, and we have some request to the Advantech to have some customization to meet the demand. And Advantech also work very closely with the PLCom, and thank you for HQ Advantech Taiwan send the engineer and R&D engineer come to Vietnam to co-work with the PLCom to verify all the issue from the field side, and then we have a customization product to meet the fulfill for PLCom application demand. Okay, and of course the PLCom they deploy very smart. They provide a ready package with a complete configuration in the office before the delivery to customer, and they prepare very clearly installation SOP. and they organize the training to end customer, to their partner, how to deploy and how to installation for the system. And within 2 years, they have complete the project. And of course, to improve the noise shield and equip with the isolation for all the communication part of the UNO. Okay, and now the new version we are going to provide to the market. The UNO already equipped the isolation protection for the compost. Okay, but for the previous, we are as on the item for the protection barrier in the front of the UNO to protect the UNO compost. Okay, and okay, PLCom also provide already for the centralized management, and of course the different pricing policy setting, easier able for the different reason on time. And the system also have the very well inventory and optimize the gas import, export, and even the transparency in the transaction. Okay, and all the system, the synchronize between the gasoline station, operation center, petroleum storage, logistics, and of course, after almost a 5-year deployment, now it's the petroleum they earn a lot of the data and ready for the business intelligence analytics. And also they can deploy the different customer loyalty program promotions. That is some of the benefit of the system, the project gains. Okay. Okay, and another application in the another reasons. This one is not in Vietnam, but I hope in the near future we can continue to deploy this kind in Vietnam, because the demand in Vietnam is a lot for the gasoline storage farm. Okay, this one the application they use the EKey wire and wireless communication for the oil platform. Okay, so they connect from the field side through you can see from the different side, and from field side they have a PLC for the controller. They have a sensor and even the IP camera for the security. They communicate to our EKey, the networking devices. And in this application, they choose the managed switch and unmanaged switch, media converter, and the mobile gateway to connect to the different device from the field side. And they use the cellular router to transfer the data from the side to the center. Okay, they have a backup by the 3G, 4G, and they also have a fiber optical connection from the field side to the center. Okay, and another application for the remote time farm monitoring. This application is in the North America. Okay, so customer choose the Advantech with the mesh sensing node to get the data from the sensor level, get the data from the motor, from the device on the storage, the gasoline storage farm, and through the cellular network, through the cellular router, which I transfer the data from the farm to the center. Yeah, so okay, almost the product Advantech offer here is the support for the support the IP67, and also meet the class 1 division 2. Okay, and of course for Advantech product we have more and more application in the different region. So like the oil and gas metering, well has the control or the gas pressure controls. So I hope today presentation will bring to you some information, and I hope in the future we have near future we have an opportunity to cooperate with all of you. Okay, so thank you very much, and now is the time for Q&A, please. Hello, everyone. So, do you have any questions for my presentation, or want to have some inquiry or question for our partner solution for the gasoline solution in Vietnam? Now, I would like to say that the PLCom solution is ready to supply to the different countries. They already deploy and export the solution to Laos country, and they own their data center, and now they package some different package to ready to the customer, and can provide the service and support to the customer on the overseas.
Hello. This
yes.
is Phong from Self Energy. I have a question. So what you are saying that I understand that so now PLCom is your some kind of exclusive system integrator dedicated for Vietnam market. Is it correct?
Actually, it's not really exclusive partner, but I think we get a very good relationship so far.
Okay, because our business, we deal mostly with a customer in oil and gas, downstream and upstream, as well as expansion renewable energy. So I would like to know about that. So for the future business. So from my point of view, it's just try to cooperate with PLCom. Just want to know. Okay.
Sorry. Can you remind the question?
Yeah. So my question is just clarify my understanding for my future project, so that I can cooperate with PLCom.
With PLCom, yes.
In that locally in Vietnam.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, any other questions?
Hello. Yeah, hi.
Yes. Yes.
I'm from India. Okay. Amit from Dynalog. Okay. This eGas is a software. Is it third-party software or it's Advantech one?
eGas software is a third-party software, and PLCom is the owner of that software. They develop by themselves.
Okay, so suppose I want to deploy the complete solution with the Advantech product and eGas.
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, I want to I can buy the Advantech, all the items from Advantech, and only the eGas I have to buy from them, or a complete package I want to buy from the partner.
Okay, actually, you can two ways to buy the solution. One is that you can buy the total solution from PLCom for
that is
the
preferable.
For the hardware and software. Or another option, you also can select the hardware depending on the situation of the application, and buying the software from the PLCom directly.
Yeah, the ideal situation in this scenario is to buy the complete solution from PLCom. Okay.
Okay.
So I wish if you can share their contact details,
Sure.
over an email. So I think not only me, all the partners joining in this webinar will be helpful for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So please leave your email, and then I will please you with my partner, your partner. Okay. Okay. So any other question from the side?
Hello.
Yes, please.
I am Luân. I am Vietnamese, so I have one question.
Yes, please.
Actually, I have one customer. They are not. I can say they are not come from kind of industry now you show in slide, but they are kind of company in the shopping industry like a supermarket, or they provide a kind of shopping mall solution.
Okay.
So now they are has a problem with the energy management. So I already see your presentation, but my question is, do you have any solution or idea to apply to manage the energy for kind of shopping mall?
Yes, I can say yes. The answer is yes. At Advantech, we have a solution, ready solution for the building management, energy management, and we have a solution for the factory energy management. So the demand for the shopping mall is one of the targets, the application which we can provide.
Okay.
Yes.
So can I ask you more detail about the solution? Now in the shopping mall, there are 3 points they are focusing on. First, regarding the energy of, I think it's electric power, and the second is water, and the third is maybe the air condition. I think the air condition system in the whole building. So with 3 kind of, I think the 3 kind of element. I think the cost element. So how your solution can apply for our customer?
Okay, of course, for the energy management, it's not only mentioned to the electric, right?
Yeah.
For energy, we can mention to the gas, for the for the electric consumption, for the water consumption. Yes, of course. And how to say it? Firstly, our product. Our solution can provide to collect the almost data from the almost of the system, water, flow matter, water matter, gas matter, and the electric power consumption matter. Firstly we need to collect the data for the analytics, and the device, almost device we are supporting to collect, and we provide a SCADA software, web access SCADA software for the analytic data analytic for the management, and we also have some add-on the function for the overall the energy management system. So for this kind of application, can I get the email, and I will connect my team to you and have a further discussion for the Advantech solution.
Okay, I will let my email in the group chat.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sorry for interrupting. I am Amy from Marketing Department, Advantech Việt Nam. Actually, this webinar is launched in 2 different browsers, the Microsoft Teams meeting and the Zoom. So for the Zoom group, we have a lot of our colleagues to help you in that browser. So for the Q&A, Mr. Hải, please focus on the chat box in the Microsoft Teams, because so a lot of customers has questions here, and for the Zoom group, we already have Brian Lai and other colleagues to help us. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me move the chat room.
Okay.
Just I share my email already. So
okay, thank you.
And arrange a time.
Hello.
Yes, hello, please.
Hi, I'm Nitrajan from Bangalore, India.
Yes.
I'm basically a power systems. I just understand your today's presentation is on respect to oil and gas. but I wanted to see more on the energy management side. I wanted to see how your wise pass that particular solution what you are giving. Is it a cloud-based?
Yes. Okay. For the cloud,
I have another question. If it is that, do you have on-premise solutions for energy monitoring?
For the energy monitoring?
You have an on-premise. Your solutions, Advantech, WisePass, HLinks, all these are all cloud-based solutions, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. For
do we have on-premise solutions there without sending the data to the cloud? Do you have on-premise solutions?
Yes. Advantech, besides we provide the on-cloud solution, we also provide the on-premise solution.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you ask your sales guys to get in touch with us? I'll send my email ID.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, I will take the one by one question and answer for the question. First, I would like to answer for the question from Sergei Krasikov. Is there any ready-made software for the implementing a data gateway from the UNO for 30? Or should the customer develop software for the implementation of the data gateway based on the UNO? Okay, so firstly, the UNO, the 430 is the hardware, is a platform on first. But of course, depending on customer capabilities, they can develop their own software and bundle it on the hardware, because the UNO 430 is a support for the OS, the Windows, and even the Linux. So customer can easy to develop their own software, or Advantech also can have some the software ready package can provide you for the data collection, like the machine connectivity and or the OEE overall equipment efficiency solution on the cloud and on the on-premise, that we can bundle to the UNO 430 to ready to the customer. Okay, so I hope the answer is meet the demand. Okay, the second question, Advantech have any plan to launch a Zone 1 product? This question I need to double check with the PD to see whether when we have do we have a plan to launch the product for the Zone 1. Okay, so we will keep update to you, please. Okay, for the question from the Praras, that he is from India, and the C1D2 product for the India oil and gas end user. So our end user asked for the India certificate like the COOC. Okay, for the COOC, I'm not sure that is that the India the local certification for the hazardous location. I don't know if that standard is comply with the C1D2 or the ATEC standards.
This is actually a ATEC standard.
Okay, so actually, if
zone two standard.
Zone 2.
Yeah.
Zone 2. Okay. So I think that is India the regulation so required I will check with our partner, our colleague in India, Advantech India, to see can help you to answer the question whether can apply the certificate for CCOE for the Indian market. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay,
depend on the reason we need to meet the secular national secular. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Yes, please. Okay, so after the webinar, we will send out my presentation for all of the participants. So,
Hello.
yes, please. Yes, please.
Hello, sir. Myself, Venupal from India.
Yes.
So we are the channels of Advantech. So we are companies located in Bangalore, electronics. So I have one question, an industrial cellular router. So
sorry,
one of our client is asking for this cellular router. You are audible? Hello. Hello.
I'm sorry, I haven't got the question. So, the voice is very late.
So maybe two people is connected, so that's why he's interrupting. Now is audible. Hello.
Sorry, so can you type the question into the chat box so I will answer. It's easier because I lost. I cannot hear the questions.
So I'm not able to edit in chat box. So that is not visible. Hello.
Yes, please try to speak slowly. Okay. Hello. So, any other question from the? Okay, so if it's no more question from the side, so I think we can. I will end the webinar today. And if you have any question, please leave your message to the chat box, and our team will collect all the question and answer one by one through the email. And of course, after this webinar, we will send out the slide to all of you. Okay, thank you very much for attending the webinar today. Thank you and bye-bye.